Inside Gaming is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Why haven't you gotten a VPN yet? Visit expressvpn.com/inside.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday. Is it just me, or has this been the longest damn week of anyone else's life?
Sucks.
What a year this last week has been. Yeah, well, at least we got a cool new Battle Royale to play while we try to keep our anxiety level under a cool 3,000.
3,000 out of what?
Andre.
That leads us into our big news, everyone. Yeah, we might have a new Fortnite killer on our hands. Okay.
What? Another one? Or is this just a game that the media hypes up for a week and then quickly loses steam? Brian, what you think, bud?
Maybe, but that has never stopped us before. Clickbait title activated, boys, but at least I'm gonna try to explain why we're feeling clickbaity on this fine day. So if you can't guess, we're talking about Call of Duty Warzone, the new free-to-play Battle Royale mode for Modern Warfare that was released this week. So far, off to a very fast start. In just 24 hours, it has racked up 6 million players. That's a lot of players. We can relate to those kind of numbers here at Inside Gaming. We're very successful.
For sure.
Yeah.
They broke that news on the official Twitter account and added, "Thank you, we're just getting started." Yeah, thank you for your service, Blackout, but we'll take it from here. Sorry, I'll take it. Now get back down to the basement where Daddy Kotick trapped you. That duct tape on your mouth. Mirror! Scroll, mother.
I thought you guys were improv.
Back up!
Oh.
That is a terrifying image, Bobby Kotick keeping you as a slave in his basement and using tape. If you don't know what Bobby Kotick looks like, please go look up a picture of Bobby Kotick and now imagine that in
flashing images of Fortnite skins in your face.
A bloody apron and
Kill!
Yeah, it seems like everyone is playing Warzone this week, especially all the big streamers. DrDisrespect tweeted that the game is non-stop fighting to the end. He added that winning a game feels very rewarding.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, wonder.
What do you mean, Brian? He likes the game. That's all there is to it.
I remember one streamer just said their favorite kind of games were new releases.
I wonder how much they paid him for that tweet, huh? Perhaps a few hundred toilet paper rolls?
A little hand sanitizer, maybe a jug.
Yeah, is Ninja getting paid another $1 million to play Warzone for a few days?
Oh yeah, funny you mentioned that because Ninja has been playing Warzone and at least one of his videos on Mixer has an ad hashtag, so it very well could be that he's getting a little scratch to play it.
Yeah, to be clear, no hate towards this game yet. I've barely put any time into it, but you're dumb if you think that these streamers aren't getting paid to play this game.
They might play it anyway. It's definitely a trending game.
For sure.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you take the money also?
I mean, DrDisrespect is a hashtag COD partner too. In fairness though, he has criticized some parts of the game, like the in-game audio that he says is distracting. Bro got so mad he wanted to rip apart his headphones. And apparently it's hard to hear where teams are pushing from, and the gulags are a noisy mess. He had some words for them amongst all the praise, right, Brian?
He did have some disrespectful complaints. No pun intended.
I
But regardless, it's still pretty clear Activision's paying some big name streamers to play it for a couple days at least, and it's working. A lot of people are watching it, so way to go, big corporation shelling out money for influencers. Not making fun, I'm jealous. If they gave me
100%.
$1,000, I would play it for a year.
Give us a call.
All we care
We're
about
right here. We're cheap as hell. So yeah, we checked Twitch this morning and Warzone was smoking the competition with 184,000 viewers. It's the #1 game on Twitch, far ahead of Fortnite's 45,000 viewers. It was even doing better than just chatting.
What?
The true Fortnite killer, just chatting.
Oh, Fortnite killer finally confirmed. If you can defeat girls working out in swimsuits, dog, you can defeat the world.
I mean, that's actually 100% true.
Call of Duty is now better than boobs. It's been confirmed by the actual hard numbers of Twitch.
Yep.
So in fairness, we've seen this before. Apex Legends did pretty much the same thing when it debuted a year ago. It shot to the top of Twitch and stayed there, at least for a few days.
Yeah, it racked up 10 million players after 3 days. That's a lot for anyone who isn't good at math, but it pretty quickly came back down to earth, rocketed down really, left a bit of a crater at the end there. So it still has its fans though, but it did not kill Fortnite. So maybe that will happen to Warzone too, a huge initial interest that quickly falls below our Battle Royale king.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if people like what they see, maybe they'll stick around. Infinity Ward's been making Call of Duty games for a long time now, and Warzone has a gritty, realistic style that's honestly a complete 180 from the, cartoony visuals of Fortnite. So what I'm trying to say here is,
It worked great for PUBG.
hell yeah, suck it, kids! Now I can dab over a realistically dying body. Brian, does it also have great gunplay, which is a hallmark of the Call of Duty franchise?
What a great setup, yes.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Thanks.
Critics have liked it, though. I was reading a lot of first impressions. Wired wrote that Warzone hits that sweet spot between innovation and polish. It's a battle royale game for seasoned fans who ran themselves ragged on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Apex Legends, with a low enough barrier to entry that it's accessible to people who missed the first wave of battle royale games. Who missed the first wave of battle royale games?
What are you doing?
Anyone on console.
So Metro UK's reviewer said that the primary appeal of Warzone is the top-notch gunplay, adding, Fortnite might be fun, but its action is mediocre by most standards, and by comparison, Warzone handles almost exactly the same as Modern Warfare. The only noticeable difference is slightly more recoil, and that headshots seem to do more damage.
Just like real life.
So lots of people also drew comparisons to another Call of Duty Battle Royale game, Blackout, our basement son that we don't like to talk about.
Come here, Blackout.
Daily feeding. No, don't stay down the stairs.
Let me get the broom handle. Brian, what did Kotick say about Warzone?
They said that Warzone is a streamlined, fast-paced, no-fuss spin on the genre. Compared to Blackout, it feels much more like you're still playing Call of Duty. I can't wait for Jason Schreier's piece next year that talks about all the crunch that went into it.
The Washington Post said that Warzone's new features are a big improvement on Blackout. They wrote, the map is bigger and more nuanced, building layouts are unique so you don't see the same shed multiple times around a map, the gunplay is closer to the game's core multiplayer modes, inventory management is easier, and the new wrinkles, collecting cash and purchasing perks, kill streaks, etc. at buy stations, are intuitive and exciting.
Yeah, and as for the Gulag, that's getting a lot of praise too. So if you don't know what that is, it's a new feature where if you get killed, you'll go to a prison where you'll 1v1 another player, and if you win, you're back in the game, and if you lose, you're just done for that match at least.
That's cool.
Just like real life.
Just like real life. I know, this game is literally an analog for life in prison.
Like that one guy who went to Turkish prison for trying to smuggle heroin out. He just had to 1v1 a guard and he got out of there.
Brian, I gotta ask though.
Is it sexy?
Post called it a unique battle royale wrinkle that's highly enjoyable. So I think people like it. I mean, it's kind of like your second chance at life. So I think it's a good idea. I'm sure if it takes off, like Fortnite will steal it. But for now, it's its own little unique feature for Warzone.
So back to our question of the day, will this ultimately dethrone Fortnite? It's too early to tell. It's only been a few days. But the early signs are that Warzone does have a very promising future.
Yeah, ESPN, a sports publication, wrote, Warzone isn't exactly unique. It's more of a beautiful Frankenstein's monster, a sum of parts from others before it, stitched together into its own thing.
I like that ESPN and Washington Post are reviewing video games now.
Metro UK said that even after just a few hours of gameplay, it's obvious that this is an important contender in the Battle Royale genre. Whether interest will quickly fizzle out, as happened with Blackout, remains to be seen, but the early signs suggest Warzone will rage on for some time to come.
Oh, thank God it'll rage. Yeah. I couldn't bear a world where COD's not raging. Oh, so maybe it's got legs. To be fair, Apex Legends looked very promising off the bat as well, but it had a kind of quick decline, likely due to a lack of updates, and Fortnite just poaching all their popular mechanics. That definitely didn't help.
These are mine now.
Oh, that's a good idea. You worked on that for a year? Okay, that's mine.
This is mine.
Okay.
I like this. This is mine.
Okay. Well, wait, no, this is all I have.
Yeah, but it could be different this time around because there, have been signs that Fortnite isn't exactly the Goliath it used to be. The 800-pound gorilla in the room is looking a little gaunt.
Leaner. Last month, the researcher Superdata reported that Fortnite's earnings hit their lowest level since November 2017. Fortnite developer Epic Games strongly denied that and said that Superdata's reports do not accurately reflect Fortnite's performance. Stop bullying me!
Well, I am rubber, you are glue.
It's a pretty big public slap fight that you don't see big corporations getting into too often. Tim Sweeney versus Nielsen. That's the big card in Vegas.
Ding, ding, ding. I'll be Tim Sweeney, you be Nielsen. All right.
It's a fight that takes place entirely over PowerPoint.
Brian, so what's talk?
So yeah, Epic complained a lot about those numbers, but there's been enough evidence to show that Fortnite's best days might be behind it. In July of last year, its revenues were down 52% from the year before. That's a lot. For all of 2019, it made $1.8 billion in revenue. That's also a lot, but that was down 25% from 2018. So it's on a decline. It's doing fine. They're keeping the lights on over there, but their numbers are trending downward.
Can't keep the lights on with $1.8 billion. Anyways, that means that after years of playing Fortnite, lots of people are just ready for something new, and that could work pretty well to Warzone's advantage. Plus, with everyone and their brother being quarantined because of coronavirus, we've all got plenty of time to sit at home and play video games, even if you're not quarantined.
Or watch video game news YouTube.
Yeah, do that! that?
That's something you could do.
Anyways, even if you're not quarantined, you're probably feeling wary of being out and about right now a little bit too. A little PSA for everyone out there. Please practice social distancing right now. Just stay home and play Warzone or watch porn or whatever. Just
Or
stop.
play porn games.
Exactly.
It's the perfect time to get into porn games. The NBA announced yesterday that it was suspending games until further notice, joining lots of other big events that have been called off, like, E3 and pretty much every other big gathering.
Brian, paint a picture for us of what the next few weeks to months could look like.
I think it means that a lot of people are just going to be sitting at home with nothing to do, right in our wheelhouse, baby. We've already seen in China, quarantined people play a lot of video games. I'm crossing my fingers that the Honey Pop dude releases the second game to tide us over in these bleak times. We need this, man.
We'll see what this means for Warzone, but for now, enjoy your 15 minutes of fame. I mean, it's Call of Duty. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
They'll bounce back, even if it tanks, right?
We'll make another one next year.
Exactly, yeah. There's always next year.
Yeah.
All right, and on a more serious note, if you are in one of the areas that's being really heavily impacted by coronavirus around the world right now, all jokes aside, really do, our hearts go out to you.
Just stay inside, play video games all day. It's what you want to do anyway, unless, you have a service job and then you literally have no option but to go out and mingle with 10,000 people every day because you don't have sick leave. But either way, I don't know, Doom comes out soon, Animal Crossing. If you can stay home, maybe stay home. Inside Gaming is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Don't let hackers steal your financial details. Secure your data at expressvpn.com/inside.
So, we're gonna get to the episode in just a moment, but mid-recording, we found out that this is actually coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, the trailer dropped while we were recording, so we
Yep.
watched it.
Live reactions!
Yeah, there you go.
Two supple